the best iRacers in the business.
It's the way to do it. We're in the 87 cars here at Talladega. As you see the 15 car grabbing the wall.
My goodness,
Wow.
He did it. He made it through that.
Wow.
Oh, we got contact. Oh my goodness. Oh, and he's upside down. Garrett Gusso is upside down. Mayhew's sliding.
They're not being able to stop the 7 car, losing it. He's into the grass on the tri-oval. He's going to get a penalty for that. He has no help, and this guy's got a rocket ship. Move aside, Kim Jong-un, the 46 crew can build a better rocket than you.
Your Nexus 499 champion is Garrett Gusso.
Garrett
He is the
Gusso.
winner of the 499. Garrett Gusso, you are immortal.
Welcome back, everybody, to another fantastic broadcast here tonight on the Dega Boys Broadcasting Network. Tonight, 35 laps around the infamous Spa-Franchorchamps. I guess you could say. I'm not French, but I think that's how they say it. But anyways, it's going to be another action-packed night. We got some great drivers in here. We're looking at 16 drivers so far to take on the very technical course here at Spa. I said French. This is Belgium.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm
an
like, do they
idiot.
speak French in Belgium?
I don't know, man. Whatever.
Dude, you had my head spinning, dude.
It's a Monday, okay?
What a great day. Monday,
It's-
Manic Monday here on the Dega Boys Broadcasting.
Well, Jay, how are you doing?
Oh, man. I'm doing good now that we cleared that up. I thought I was having a moment there for a second. But
No,
yes,
it's
I'm
me.
doing fantastic. I love it. All right, yeah, this is going to be a fun night here tonight. I can tell already with that and the mood that's going on here in the broadcast booth right now. Oh, man, I'm super excited. We got a full field of cars here tonight. Here in the Nexus Grand Prix Championships, the best iRacers in the business are going to be tackling Spa here tonight. Oh, I'm so excited. I've been looking forward to this race all week, Tom. This is one of the most iconic circuits, and these drivers are just going to put on an absolute show for us tonight. It'll be a long one, 35 laps, multiple pit stop strategies here tonight in these super fast and fun Indy cars. I cannot wait to get into this action.
Absolutely, a lot to be happening on track for 35 laps here. Now, let's go into a little bit of race info before we go qualifying, as we got 30 seconds left in practice. Steven Ritter's at the top of the board. Matthew Wood going P2. Blake Nave, P3. Richard Swindell, P4. And Kevin Whalen rounding out your top 5. But let's go into some race info here. Tonight, it is not the Long Beach Grand Prix because we are at Spa. Apologies for that. let's just go ahead and do that. Race number 4 of this season so far. Got a track length of 4.31 miles, a track temp right now of 97 degrees Fahrenheit. We've got an altitude of 1,359 feet. Ambient temperature 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 80% humidity, partly cloudy skies, and 11-mile-an-hour wind. This is open setup IndyCar racing here with the Nexus Grand Prix Championships. 20-turn dedicated road course, 7 left-hand turns, 13 right-hand turns, pace car speed of 60, pit road speed of 50 miles an hour, and everybody out there tonight gets the opportunity to roll up that backup car if they get into any sorts of trouble, and or maybe, you know, anything else that may happen, like your cat disconnecting your steering wheel and you go straight into the tire barrier or something. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. All right.
It could happen.
It could. It could.
It could.
All right. First cars on track right now. It's Blake Nave in the yellow submarine coming down and up a Rouge. This is his outlap right now, so he's not going to be going for lap time right now as he stops on track. Okay, next up, it's Noah Blackwell as he looks to come down into turn 4.
Here it is, Noah Blackwell making another attempt here tonight in the Nexus Grand Prix Championships. Ran last week there at Indianapolis, had a great run going there. So he's going to make an attempt here tonight at Spa as he's going to try and utilize this part of the track, the right-hander, get right up there on the curbs, keep it off the grass here. Noah Blackwell, he's going to dive down to the next turn here. This right-hand swooper is going to continue with this lap time here in qualifying.
All right, real nice and easy through here. Jay, I heard something here. Noah Blackwell was using an H-pattern shifter to shift his IndyCar. Now let's take it back a little bit here with a throwback, if you may. H-pattern shifters. I'm pretty sure that was like the 90s they were doing that.
Yeah, I mean, maybe even earlier than that. I don't even know, but yeah, an H-pattern shifter on an IndyCar. I mean, that is brave to do here tonight. I mean, all the best of luck here to Noah Blackwell here tonight with that H-pattern shift job here in this race car, as he is doing a fantastic job here at qualifying. Look at him maximizing the race course here, getting right up against the rumbles, and to continue down this little short shoe into this big swooping left-hander. And he's going to try and complete this lap here, Tom. Maybe he could take this thing to the top of the board here in qualifying.
All right, through Blanchimont and into the final chicane now. Noah Blackwell going to be the first one to start his qualifying lap as he crosses the line right here. Nice and straight, easy on the throttle for the number 10 of Noah Blackwell as he now comes down into turn 1. Real heavy on the brakes, hard right-hander, hugging that wall on the inside and getting himself a good exit is what he's going to need to come up into Eau Rouge and Redillon. As you can now see him gaining all that speed. Look at that. Oh, man. That is just a beautiful sight to see.
Yeah, the bravery to go full throttle all the way up through a Rouge there. That's impressive. He's going to come down the Kemmel straight now, setting up for that turn 7, 8, 9 little combo, little S section here. The right-hander into the left-hander, and then back on a right-hander, going back down a little short shoe, heading up for the hairpin of turn 10. This is going to see if he can carry all the speed he can downhill here into the hairpin of turn 10 and wrap around the bottom rumble strips here, get a good run off of turn 10, and then now into this left-hander of turn 11, and then down another little short shoe with a little kink in it, down towards turn 11, Bouillon here in qualifying.
All right, here comes Noah. On the alternates. Now, that's something to talk about, too, the alternates versus the primes when you're in qualifying. Obviously, the primes, you can go a little bit further on. Not as quick, but the tire wear is not too bad. The fall-off is not too bad, as you may say. But Noah Blackwell is going to have to start the race on those reds, as he's now looking to come through Blanchimont and try to put down a pretty good lap time. He's going green sector right now. For the first 3 sectors. And let's see what he can do here coming into the final chicane.
Yeah, here it is. Turns 19 and 20. The final chicane of this course, setting up for the home stretch here. See if you can maximize it. Get on the first curb there. Oh, a little wheel spin there. Can he get it straightened up? Here he is across the line to set the benchmark here in qualifying. And he does with a 158.728. As we now go on board, I believe this is...
Oh, sorry. This is Brian B. as he crosses the line. He goes to the top, 58. Now we're going to go to Fozzie. This is Fozzie. Here's Fozzie Fazzillo. He goes to the top of the board with a 156. Let's see who's next. Kevin Whalen. He crosses the line. He goes P3. And next up, we got Derek Miller. As he comes off the final corner here. See what he can do.
Yeah, what a sight for sore eyes. Derek Miller back with the Nexus boys, and he takes it to the top in his return with a 156.624. What a lap time by him. Jordan Whiting goes P3 with a 57.516. And now here we are on board with this 41 machine. I believe this is Matthew Wood. Am I correct on that one, Tom?
It's Jackson Samsel.
Oh, it's Jackson Samsel. Full set Samsel. He's making his IndyCar debut here tonight. And he goes P3 with a 57.473.
Here's a 13 now of Michael Boyles as he comes off the final corner. Let's see what he can do here, crossing the line. Let's see. Oh, he goes P2 with a 156.7. What a great lap by Michael Boyles. As he's going to continue on one more lap. It looks like, no, he's going to pull off. Okay, Nick Pressey now as he's coming through Blanchimont and looking towards the final chicane.
I think we got a problem here with Nick Pressey's car, Tom. He's got a wing. He's got a front end on that thing. If you watched last night's race, holy cow, did this guy put on a show there last night at Watkins Glen in the sports car series. Here he is through turns 19, rounding turn 20. Let's see if Nick Pressey can take this thing to the top of the board here in qualifying across the line. And P4 with a 57 flat there. What great lap time by Nick Pressey here in qualifying.
All right, here we are with Steven Ritters now, who has had a phenomenal season so far. He missed last race due to some scheduling errors, but no problem. He's coming through Rivage now, and he's going to go through No Name. It's called No Name, that corner. That's brilliant.
I love it.
I love it too. Just keep the mystery behind it. Just No Name.
Yeah, he's going to continue on here at this lap time. Go through a little bit of this S section here, get the right-hander, then the left-hander, right-hander combo. And then he's going to come down to the big swoop-in right-hander, carry as much speed as he can, maximize up on the rumbles there up to the outside, get back down to the rumbles here. Again, maximize on a little bit of runoff on some more rumbles, and continue down this short shoot and down into this big swooper left-hander.
Through Blanchimont now for Steven Ritters as he now eyes down the final chicane here. Steven Ritters in the 99, trying to make it known he wants the top of the board here as he comes off the final corner, nice and smooth across the line. Let's see where the 99 goes. To the top of the board for Steven Ritters, a 156.021. Now it's Matthew Wood coming into the final chicane.
Here it is, the Iron Man, Matthew Wood, down here into turn 19. Get right up against the curbs, then maximize on the second curbs on turn 20. Round the corner. Oh, a little bit of wheel spin there. Can he put this thing to the top of the board? This is going to be close here, Tom.
P8.
Oh, he goes P8. Maybe had a little bit of a mistake somewhere on that lap that we didn't see. That's a little surprising there out of Matthew Wood. He was one of the guys we're watching there in practice. We thought he might be able to challenge for the pole here tonight. As now we are on board with old Dallas Seawee here in the number 38 Meow Mix IndyCar here tonight, rounding this right-hander. I believe this is turn 10, if I'm not mistaken here. And then down here into turn 11, the left-hander. And then he's going to head for turn 12, Puyon, this big swooping left-hander, and then set up for the next set of this course, the final sector.
Oh, a little bit wide there. Dallas went. Hopefully he didn't get an off-track there for himself on the number 38 Porsche Power Kitty powered Meow Mix as he's now coming through the S section here, keeping it nice and planted. Look at that, Jay. He's on those primaries. He's going to be starting the race on the primaries. Maybe a little bit of strategy out of this 38 camp as he now sets himself up for the real fast left-hander up ahead of him. That's Blanchimont. We'll see what he could do coming through the final chicane.
Yeah, here he is. He's going to be going through, I believe this is turn 18, and then setting up for that final chicane, turns 19, turn 20. as he's going to see if he could take this thing to the top of the board. He's in green sectors all the way through the course, Tom. 19, now into 20, round the corner. Can he control the wheel spin? Oh, no, on the final corner. Dallas goes around. He had such a great lap going. Oh, look at this. He's going to put it in reverse. He ain't quitting on this lap. Look at Dallas go. I love to see it. The no-quit attitude here for Dallas Seward. You know what that reminds me of? Remember that backmarkers championship race in Nashville when
yes.
old Tell Taps?
Yes.
Yeah. That was beautiful.
What a G. All right. Out on track right now, it's Richard Swindell. Swindell and teammate Takeshi Kita all in a line right here, trying to get some good laps in. This is Richard Swindell. Now coming through Blanchimont. We'll see as he eyes down the final chicane here. Real fast, real quick around this track, this series, Richard Swindell and Takeshi Kita, as he comes through the final chicane. All right, here comes Swindell as he crosses the line. Let's see what he could do here. I think Takeshi Kita had a really good lap as well. Swindell P13. Takeshi Kita goes P5 with a 156.9. And is he going to go another lap here? He is not. So, we've got Javon Thompson out on track right now. This is his out lap, so he's still got another lap to go around here in the number 93. But we'll keep our eyes on him as he goes through the next couple corners here.
Yeah, your winner earlier this year at Auto Club. Maybe not having the run he wanted last week there at Indianapolis. Got caught up in a few incidents there, had some floor damage. Trying to find some redemption here tonight. Here at Spa in this beautiful Red Bull livery 93 IndyCar, powered IndyCar here tonight. He's going to try and put together a lap here in qualifying for the ages here off of turn 11 down this little short chute heading for Puyon. Turn number 12, this big long left-hand swooper, get right down against the rumbles, use a little bit of ride-off, grab a second apex here on the exit, and then head down for the final sectors of this course.
All right, now through the S section for Javon. Still in that out lap. He's just maybe testing a couple things for his fast lap here. As he rounds turn 16. Let's be coming into 17 here. Blanchimont. It's so French,
That's fun
Jake.
to say.
It's
Yeah,
so
well,
French.
I guess maybe that is what Belgium is. It's just a mix of French and German.
I don't
Maybe
know.
it's
I'm just an American, so like, I don't know. Okay, maybe I'm just trying to save face here. I don't know, but all right, Javon down into turn 1 now. Gonna get real close to the wall there. Try to get real close. Good exit for the 93 as he now comes down into a Rouge. Trying to get a good entrance and exit up this uphill section and set himself up for the Kimmel Straight.
Yeah, maybe we can actually go on board here with Javon Tom here in qualifying. Maybe we can get a lap around here with Javon before we get into the race here. See what it's like behind the wheel of one of these powered Indy cars. As you see him heading here towards turn 7, this little right-hander, and then it's a little bit of an S section. So he's going to come back to the left hand here, and then another right-hand turn off of the exit turn 9. And then he's going to carry down this little short chute heading for the little hairpin here of turn 10. He's going to try and carry the speed, get right down against the rumbles there. Look how much wheel input he's got into it. Another little short chute into turn 11, this left-hander. And then you're going to go down this little short chute again with a little kink in it as you're heading into Puyon, turn 12. Big swooping left-hander, double apex style turn. So you're going to go right there and then right here again, grab the apex, and then you're going to exit to the final sector of this course.
Javon Thompson going green in his first 2 sectors. Let's see where he comes out for the 3rd sector now as he comes off of the S's and going down into Stavelot. All right. Let's see. Green sector for himself. Real quick to the chat before Javon finishes this lap. Samantha Ritters. Yay, Steven at the top of the board. Dallas had an off track, and Dallas also gifted another membership. GG's, Dallas. Thank you so much. And here comes Javon now into the final chicane. Went green again. Let's see what he can do crossing the line.
Yeah, here it is on the exit of turn 20. It looks like he controlled the wheel spin there off of turn 20 across the line. Javon Thompson going to go P14 with a 59.432. Oh, man. Doing his best Jordan whining impression there at turn 1.
All right. We got Matthew Wood. Had a garbage lap. Ran that on my race setup on a full fuel load. Where did he? P9 for Matthew Wood. Nice. Samantha Ritter's back. You can always ask Steven how to pronounce the French names. He can speak French.
That's awesome.
I'm probably going to get embarrassed if I do that.
Yeah.
Matthew Wood, by the way, it's weird. The corner name is Pouon.
Yeah, I'd like to throw a Y in there because I got a little bit of... I don't know if I'm trying to speak Spanish, French, German, Belgian.
My son pooed on me today. Diapers, am I right?
That'll happen. You know, maybe we should bring in Steven Ritters. Maybe he can help us pronunciate some of these with a little qualifying poll interview here.
Well,
if he's in
not.
the chat. Actually, he might not be in the chat, is he?
No, he's not. Well, let's
that
find
great interview.
let's find P2 here. Let's go to Derek Miller.
Yes. Let's see if he's in the chat.
Hey, Derek, this is Thomas and Jay in the booth. You got a copy? Oh, Derek, this is Thomas and Jay in the booth. You got a copy? Oh, I see something.
Oh, we do have some movement here.
Maybe not. Oh, darn. Oh, okay. Derek, I can see you micing up there, but can't hear. Anyways, you qualified P2. Congratulations on your run. We'll see you in the race, and hopefully we'll see you at the end of the race. So, good luck, and hope to see you at the end. All right. Well, look, we got Steven Ritters on track right now. Maybe we can do a little bit of an onboard with him and see, you know, how he's taking this track. As you can see him going through this really slow right-hander. But your pole winner for tonight, Steven Ritters. As you can see him using up a lot of the track here in the warm-up, 5-minute warm-up here tonight before we go green flag racing.
Yeah, get a little bit of shakedown. Everybody's putting their race trim on these race cars, getting out of their qualifying setup, getting that race setup applied, maybe run a lap or two to see if they got the feel of the race car right now going into that race setup. Tom, this is going to be a very interesting race. 35 laps here tonight. It's going to be a little over an hour if we go flag to flag. Strategies are going to be different. We saw most of the guys here tonight qualify on the reds. So we got, I think Nick Pressey qualified P6 there on the black, so he's going to have a little different strategy here at the beginning. We know they're going to have to use both sets of tires in this race. Do we see the potential for see somebody maybe potentially run a two-stop strategy, split it into 3 segments? Do we see maybe the primary strategy be a one-stop strategy here tonight, Tom? I think it's going to be interesting to see how the strategies play out here.
It for sure is, and these drivers, they have full control of how much power their cars get. Oh, we got some wrecking in practice here, the 41 and the 13. That's full send Samsel, and the 13 of Michael Boyles. Getting into it there. Mr. Screenshot. Yeah, put that as a screenshot, come on. But, Jay, let's talk. Oh, snap. You see this? I see this. That's Steven Ritters. Let's talk to him.
Oh, yeah, let's bring him down.
Steven, it's Thomas and Jay in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you. You got me?
Oh, yeah, I do. Man, what a phenomenal lap time you put up there to get pole. Congratulations on that. But let's talk about the first lap a little bit. We know how treacherous turn 1 can be at the start of this race. What is your plan going into it?
Well, I want to be in first place, or at least clear of cars in front of me after Camel Straight. That way I have some clean air for the second, more twisty portion of the track, and try and take advantage of some red tires for the first couple laps and kind of, you know, make some distance so I can have some breathing room.
Absolutely. I also heard that you speak French.
Mais oui, je parle français.
Oh, right on. I love it.
Yeah.
Look, I have I have a very, very basic understanding of Spanish, and that's about it. So, impressive. Very impressive. I love, maybe after the race here, we can get some pronunciation on some corners here. But, I'm going to hand you off to Jay here. Jay, what do you got for Steven on his pole-winning run?
Yes, Steven, congratulations on your pole. I don't want to take up too much time. It looks like we're getting ready to grid up here shortly. So I just want to say congratulations on your run here in qualifying. And good luck here in the race. And hopefully we're talking to you at the end of this as a victor.
I appreciate it. Me too.
Good luck, Steven.
Thanks.
All right, your pole winner. We got it in. We got it in, baby.
We did.
All right, Jay, we got 15 seconds. What to expect? Who's your driver that you're going to be looking out for here tonight?
Oh, man, this is going to be a fantastic race. I think the survival in turn 1, that first lap going through Radion or Rouge is going to be interesting. Tonight, my pick, though, I'm going to go with the guy we just interviewed. I think tonight is a Steven Ritters type night. He's so good at mastering the strategy, and when he's up front, he is hard to beat.
Absolutely a great choice there. I'm going to go, man, I'm going to echo everything Jay just said about the race because we're about to go into gridding here. But, man, I'm going to go with Dalsiwi. Just kidding. Just because you said do not pick me in the chat. That's right. But I'm going to go with Derek Miller. He's coming back for another Nexus race. It's got to be good. He's quals P2 here tonight, and it's going to be a fun one. So I'm going to go with Derek Miller. But with that being said, let's pull up our grid here for race 4. It's Steven Ritters on pole in the 99 with Derek Miller on the outside of him in the 56.
Starting P3 in the 13 machine, that's Mr. Screenshot, Michael Boyles with Fozzie Fazillo in the 755, starting P4.
Your points leader, Takeshi Kita in the 64, starting P5 tonight with Nick Pressey on the outside of him in the 94.
Starting P7, that's Full Send Samsel in number 57, Jackson Samsel, that is. And we're starting P8, it's the NASA certified driver, that's Jordan Whiting in the 24.
Matthew Ironman Wood in the 9, starting P9 tonight with Brian B. in the 27, starting P10.
Starting P11, that's Blake Nave in the number 21 machine with Kevin Whalen in the 42s. Rounding out your top 12 starters here tonight in the Spa Grand Prix.
All right, here we are. We've got almost everybody gridded up right now. We're going to be starting all the way back here. I think that's just around turn 17. And then we'll get this thing under green. Lights are off on the pace car. Got just about 20 more seconds before we take off here tonight at Spa. Jay, we've had a great first 3 rounds here. Takeshi Kita, your points leader, starting P5 here tonight. But we can only expect great things out of that number 64 Dallara IndyCar tonight here at Spa.
Yes, the best iRacers in the business here tonight in the Nexus Sim Racing Grand Prix Championships. What a fantastic race we have in store for us around here at Spa. 35 laps. This is going to be absolutely fantastic. Are we doing standing start? No, wait.
No,
we're
rolling.
Okay.
We're rolling.
Okay.
All right.
Interrupt the whole start to this race there on that one there, Tom.
All right, we're rolling. About to take the green flag here. We're going to watch this pace car come off the racing surface and give control to Ritters as he comes out the final corner. But before we do that, Jay, any final words before we take the green flag?
Yes, let's even get this in here. Again, the best iRacers in the business in the Nexus Grand Prix Championship. What a fantastic season we've had so far. Tonight, we got a 17-car field ready to duke it out here at Spa. For all the glory, all the amazing awards that come along with winning at Spa, this great legendary racetrack. We got Steven Ritters on the front row with Derek Miller. A great restart here in store for us. Can we survive turn 1? And then we get into the strategies for a fantastic race.
Coming through the final chicane now, the pace car's off the racing surface and control to Steven Ritters as he takes off with a huge lead over Derek Miller on the green flag here at Spa. Coming down into turn 1, it's Steven Ritters. Oh, Ritters is around! Yeah. Michael Boyles, the 41, he's locking up. Everybody having a little bit of issues there. Steven Ritters now, he is all the way in the back after grabbing having a little bit of trouble. He's still struggling back here. Maybe a little bit of suspension damage as he makes contact with the wall. He's towing back to pit road. Oh my goodness. Michael Boyles out front here. Takeshi Kita, P2 as they all come down the Kimmel Straight.
Oh my goodness, announcers Jinx for Ritter's having flashbacks to Sebring. He's gonna have a lot of work to do, but look at this move to the inside. Fozzie Fazillo makes the move up to P2 around your points leader Takeshi Kita as we're all filing down here, single file, heading down this little short chute. Fantastic change of events on the restart here. There's the Yellow Submarine, a little off track there. Oh, I believe that is Blake Nave. We got an issue here, Tom, as we're rolling here through the hairpin of turn 10.
Yeah, looked like Brian B got into the back of Jordan Whiting there just a little bit. Old full send Samsel going off the track just a little bit. Look at this. Here comes Derek Miller to the inside of Nick Pressey. As he continues on, he gets P4. Nick Pressey now coming under attack by Matthew Wood as they dive on down to the S section. Matthew Wood up to the P5 position now as they come up through the S section and down into the final parts of this race course.
Here we are down into the final sectors of this race course. We got Matthew Wood right in tow here behind Derek Miller. That's P4 and P5 is Michael Boyles. Mr. Screenshot's open a pretty good gap here. We got some side-by-side action here. Jordan Whiting goes all the way around. Jackson Samsel there. What a move to the outside. Makes it happen here into this left-hander now. We're going to see as these guys get ready to enter the final corners of this race course. Here we go. Another late move by Brian Berthume to the inside of Samsel. Wheel-to-wheel action through turn 19 and 20. Unbelievable as we complete lap 1 here at Spa.
They keep it all straight here. Now coming down the front straightaway, Jackson Samsel and Brian B, your closest battle on track as they dive on down into turn 1. They keep it all clean here. Nick Pressey, he's having a little bit of issues there, but Jordan Whiting not being able to capitalize on the mistake that Nick just made through turns 1. As we now go back to the front here, Michael Boyles with an incredible lead right now of just about 2 seconds as he comes down Kimmel Straight. Fozzie Fazillo now coming under attack by Takeshi Kita as they come on down into turn 4.
Yeah, this is going to be a great battle here. Takeshi Kita, he's been absolutely amazing this season. Everywhere we go, it seems like he has pace, and there he is, hounding Fozzie Fazillo as he had a great run in Indianapolis last week as well. He's trying to back that up here tonight. Oh, he maybe had a little mistake there on entry. You see a little bit of wheel lock up there as we see Takeshi Kita closing the gap down. Let's see if they use some push to pass here down this little short chute, Tom, as it looks like nobody's on the button yet as we're going to enter turn 12. They're going to continue on with this amazing run.
All right, now coming down to the fast left-hander. It looks like that's Samsel there. He's coming under attack by Brian B once again. Samsel going after Whiting now, down into the S's. Look to the inside, almost made a move there, but didn't work out. Blake Nave also almost made a move on Brian B through the S section. Oh, a little wide, first screenshot. Or excuse me, full send. That's full send Samsel locking it up on the outside. Here comes Brian B. Not going to be able to make a pass here as they now come through Blanchimont. Let's see if he can make a move in the coming corners.
Yeah, here we go. We're going to get into the final corners of this course. This is left-hander. This is turn 18. And then we're going to get into the little chicane of turn 19 and 20. This is where you can make a move. Here it is. Look at the move to the outside. Derek Miller around the outside of your points leader, Takeshi Kita. Derek Miller's on a mission tonight. Put that Dr. Pepper machine in P3. Is not Takeshi Kita. He's going to be right there.
Oh, we're wrecking in the back.
Oh, we got a wreck in turn 20. We got wings destroyed. That's Samsel. No, big contact.
Let's go back and see what happened there. It was Brian B, Noah Blackwell, Jackson Samsel through the chicane, the final chicane here at Spa. Let's see what happened. Oh, Brian dove for a spot, and it didn't work out for him. He puts the 41 in the wall. Noah Blackwell grabbing a little bit of rear end of the Brian B machine. It looks like he doesn't have a wing either. Yeah, he's missing the left front. Brian B missing the right front wing. As we go back live here.
Yeah, the downside of that, Tom, is they're going to have to go all the way around the course just to get back to pit road. So this is going to be a very challenging lap here for these guys with damage. As we see Samsel, he's still digging. As we see Brian Berthume, he's got the right front wing there missing as well. So, yeah, these guys are going to have a lot of work ahead of them here. I think Blackwell's missing part of his wing. Yeah, that's so unfortunate, but they got to go the long way around this course. Whole 2 seconds worth of time with these damaged race cars. They're going to continue on here. through this course. But here it is, back to the battle for the lead. Oh, Takeshi got backed by Derek Miller here. Takeshi Kita's putting the fight up here with Derek Miller. Here goes Derek Miller to the inside. Can he make it happen? No, he did not make it happen. He got out of that situation. Didn't want to go wheel to wheel through that right-hander there. Derek Miller off the track. He's digging towards Takeshi.
All right, now coming down into Blanchimont, the gap between these two cars, 0.3 of a second now as they come through Blanchimont. Now the 64, again, your points leader trying to hang on to this podium at the moment. Fozzie Fazzillo and Michael Boyles ahead of him as he comes down into the final chicane now. The 64 holding on strong here, but here comes Derek Miller. He's looking to the outside, to the inside, excuse me. Oh, the 64 puts the block there. Oh, Derek Miller lost the front wing. The left front is gone on the 56 of Derek Miller as he comes through the first corner there. Oh my goodness, that's going to be big news here as Derek Miller was on a tear to get to the front.
Yeah, he might be all right, though, if he could stay right there in the toe of the 64 Takeshi Kita. Oh, you see him just struggling here through. Oh, my goodness. Look at Derek Miller, missing wing and all, flying through at Rouge there. He's going to get right on the tailpiece there of the 64, and he's going to try and go maybe to the outside here. Does he make the move down here into turn 7? Look at Derek Miller go! Missing wing and everything. He's turning into Nick Pressey here tonight. He's doing the best impression of it with a missing wing, flying through the field, back up to P3.
Unbelievable what Derek Miller just did right there. And he's maintaining this gap between himself and Takeshi. If anything, he's increasing it as he comes off of, what corner is that? 9? No name. Now he's coming into Puon. The 56 going real wide there, not having the front downforce he needs. Derek Miller back to the inside, or the outside now of the 56 as they come down through the S's. He's going to make that pass. Matthew Wood now looking to make a quick and easy position here on Derek Miller in front of him as they now come down into turn 15 and 16. Derek Miller still holding on to that position. The 9 looking to the inside here. We're side by side. Oh, Derek Miller off the track. It's not going to matter, though. He's going to lose that position and maybe pit this time as they go through Blanchimont.
Yeah, it might be smart to pit here for Derek Miller. I know it might not be on strategy, but he is struggling with that race car in these high downforce corners. Look at the 94 pressing go around the outside. That was impressive. Here goes Whiting now. He's looking to the inside. He's not going to make it happen. Oh, we're not going to see a pit stop here. Oh, yeah, here it goes. Derek Miller down pit road. He's going to get the new wing on that race car. We know how fast he is. If he can get a little bit of repairs done to that machine, he might be able to still challenge for this race win here tonight. Top 3, though. Michael Boyles pulling a 3.7-second gap over Fozzie. And then we got Takeshi Kita there, P3.
We've got another crash. Jackson Samsel had to jump back to pits here. Let's see what happened with the 57 as he is coming through Puon and down into the S section. Maybe just a little bit of problems for himself there. Noah Blackwell also having a little bit of issues here as he comes into the final chicane. Missing a front wing. Oh, and he loops it on the final corner there. He gets himself back straight. All right, we'll go back to Takeshi Kita, who is now under attack by Matthew Wood.
Yeah, here it is. These guys are going to be battling now. As we see, this is for battle for P3. Takeshi Kita still got his elbows out tonight. Still racing for all he's worth down this little short shoot here, down into this right-hander. Let's see if Matthew Wood can close this gap down. Look how aggressive he is here through the big swooping turn here. Gonna see if he can get a little bit of toe here off the 64. Takeshi's not going to look to the inside here. He's going to continue on. As this is some great battling as we're going to enter into turn number 10 now. This little hairpin, the right-hander. Can he get a move made here on Takeshi Kita? Can he get the power down? Now we're on board. Let's see what he can do in the next corners.
All right, coming through the very fast right-hander and then left and then another left of Blanchimont. He's trying to find a way outside of Takeshi Kita. Can't get it done. It looks like he's tapped out on gears right now as they go through Blanchimont. He's still behind the 64, looking down and eyeing down the final chicane of the track. He's going to look high here, try to get a good apex as Takeshi Kita goes on the defense here off the final corner. No wheel spin. He keeps it straight and now down the front straightaway across the line to complete lap 4, excuse me, as they come on down into turn 1. No, it was lap 5.
Look at the move that Matthew Wood just made as Takeshi Kita completely overshoots turn 1. We're side by side here going up at Rouge. This could be big. Oh, it's Takeshi Kita more brave on the outside there. Did not want to get that position up. Matthew Wood's going to follow in the toe here through this little right-hander here as we're going to continue on towards turn 7, 8, 9 combo here. Through the right-handers, Matthew Wood is going to continue to try to close this gap down.
Takeshi Kita was on the push to pass that whole time there, getting himself a little bit of an edge above Matthew Wood coming through a Rouge and Rodillion and through the Kimmel Straight as he now comes through Rivage and down into No Name. The 64 still ahead of Matthew Wood. Doing a great job to keep that number 9 really fast Alara machine behind him. But look, here comes the move to the inside. Matthew Wood through Puon. Can he make it happen? Oh, so close there. Takeshi holds on the outside lane.
Yeah, that was brave there by Matthew Wood. Wasn't able to stay to the inside there of Takeshi Kita. This will be interesting here through the 13, 14, 15 complex here with the little switchback S's here. As Matthew Wood gets on the power here. He's going to go down here into turn number 16. Exiting turn 16. Heading for turn 17 now. This little right-hand swooper. The little kink. Here goes Matthew Wood. Side by side. Wheel-to-wheel action as we're going to be heading towards this chicane at the end of this course here. Can Matthew Wood stay to the outside here? Can he make it happen?
To the inside through Blanchimont. He stays ahead of Wood. Now into the final chicane. Takeshi Kita goes on the defense here. The 9 trying to take a late apex, trying to gain some speed. Nicholas Pressing kind of overshooting the first part of that chicane, but Takeshi Kita holds on for one more lap around here at Spa as they're now looking down turn 1. Going to try to get a good exit here so he can keep ahead of Matthew Wood, but Matthew Wood all over the rear attenuator of the 64 as they come on down this straightaway and into a Rouge.
Yeah, could we be seeing a little bit of tire wear here out of the alternates for Takeshi Kita? We see everybody behind him on primaries, and they're all closing the gap. Here goes Matthew Wood on the exit of a Rouge. He's around the outside. Can he make it happen? Takeshi Kita's got his all elbows out here tonight as we're going to dive down into turn 7. Takeshi Kita's got inside leverage here on Matthew Wood. What can Matthew Wood do? As they're both going to dive in here. Matthew Wood way more aggressive into turn 7. Unbelievable move as he's going to try and continue on here and build a gap over to Takeshi Kita. But now Nick Pressey, here he comes. He's looking to the inside of Takeshi. Not going to make it happen here. He thinks better of it going side by side here through turn 10 now. Can he make a good run exit here and then set up for 11 and 12?
All right, through No Name now. Nicholas Pressey still behind Takeshi Kita. Takeshi Kita putting on an amazing defense right now, especially against Wood. I'm pretty positive he's going to do the same thing to Nick Pressey, especially on those alternates as they now come down into the S corners. Nick Pressey still 0.6 of a second behind Takeshi Kita. He's slowly working that down as they now come through Stave Lot. This is turn 15 and 16. As now they're looking down Blanchimont. Nick Pressey still behind Matthew Wood. Oh, we got a crash in the back. It's Dallas Seward.
Oh, man, he was running in the P13 position, doing a fantastic job. Lots of damage there.
What just happened here? I apologize. Let's go to Dallas, who had some issues. Let's go back up here. This is through Puon. Just got a little wide. Oh, overcorrected and into the tires. That reminds me of Marcus Ericsson last time he went to Spa. Unfortunate for himself. Dallas Seward still in that P15 position, trying to make it back around the track to get onto pit road. But we go back up to the P4 battle between Takeshi Kita and Nicholas Pressey. Matthew Wood already putting a second on Takeshi as they come through a Rouge and Rodillon. Coming down into the Kimmel Straight. But now Nick Pressey, here he comes. He's looking to the outside here. He's going into the grass. Side by side now, coming down into turn 6.
Here we are, still side by side. Can Nick Pressey make it happen? He did exactly what Matthew Wood did. He makes the move up to Takeshi Kita. Great job there by Nick Pressey. Now he's into that P4 position. Takeshi Kita may be struggling here on this run with those alternate tires. You see the primaries scoot on by him. Oh, it's Nick Pressey. Maybe made a mistake there onto turn 10. Takeshi Kita is going to get right back up to the rear wing there of the 94 of Nick Pressey. Down here into turn 11, get a good exit. Nick Pressey goes wide. Here goes Takeshi Kita. He's got a massive run headed for Puon. Can he make the move to the inside? This is going to be brave. Oh, he's not going to be to the inside as Nick Pressey's going to hang on to that position on the exit of 11.
Great job.
12.
Great job by Nick Pressey now as he holds on to that P4 position. Another opportunity in the coming corners for sure for maybe Takeshi to get back to the rear attenuator of Nick Pressey. Takeshi Kita might be coming under attack by Jordan Whiting, though, in the next couple of laps as he comes through Curve Paul Ferrer. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's Blanchimont. Okay, we're in Blanchimont now, and Takeshi Kita looking like, oh, we might have a battle here. Here comes Matthew Wood on Fozzie Fazillo.
Yeah, Matthew Wood, here he is. He closes the gap into turn 19, now into turn 20. Fozzie Fazillo is going to get a pretty good run off the corner. You see Matthew Wood with a little bit of wheel spin down the front straightaway. Can he set something up into turn 1? We've seen how aggressive he is on the brakes into turn 1. Here he is again on the brakes. He's going to try to close right up to the wing of Fozzie Fazillo. Here's another battle. It's Jordan Whiting's now turning it up here late into turn 1. He's going to try and get closed up here to Takeshi Kita through a Rouge. This is going to be a great onboard here, Tom. See how wide open he goes all the way through a Rouge. Grab the left or the left rumbles, the right rumbles, and then grab the left again. Get a big run here down the straightaway into turn 6. This little right-hand kink here, and then setting up for turn 7. Can Jordan Whiting make something happen here?
Right now, coming down into turn 6. He's looking to the inside here. Can he make it happen? No, he cannot. He's still going to be stuck behind Takeshi Kita as we go back up here. Here comes Matthew Wood to the inside of Fozzie Fazillo as they come on to Rivage. To the inside, he takes that position away. Those primes are really coming in now on lap 9 as he comes through No Name. And look at Matthew Wood. He's already got a 4/10 of a gap between himself and Fozzie as Matthew Wood has to overcome 8 seconds now to Michael Boyles as he comes through. Puon. He's looking to come down into the S's where Michael Boyles is just now exiting.
I mean, look at the gap that Michael Boyles has opened here. 7.7 second lead over Matthew Wood. What an unbelievable race he's had so far. We haven't had the camera on him yet. And here he is just doing everything he needs to do with a fantastic start. And then he's just building that gap over the rest of the field as he's going to continue on here through Blanchimont and then continue on through turn 18 and then the final chicane 19 and 20 to complete lap 9 and get on to lap 10 here. When do we see pit strategies here? He's still on the alternates. We've seen what those have done with Takeshi here. Struggling a little bit. Yeah, he gets an interesting apex there on turn 20. He's going to continue on, though. 7.5 second lead, and now we'll see Matthew Wood now exiting 20 where they're in the distance.
All right, coming down through turn 1. There's Matthew Wood now. We just crossed start-finish line. He's coming down into turn 1 now. Heavy braking zone. Fozzie Fazillo right behind him. He is in that P3 position. Nick Pressey still P4. Takeshi Kita holding on valiantly to that P5 position as Jordan Whiting continues to go on the attack here as they now come down this straightaway into a Rouge. And Jordan Whiting in the 24 is still holding on, trying to get up to the rear attenuator of Takeshi Kita in the 64 as they come down the Kimmel Straight now and coming down into turn 6. See if anything can happen here between these two cars, as this is the closest battle on track.
Yeah, we'll see what Jordan Whiting can do over these closing laps. Maybe getting into the prime opportunity for these prime tires to work for him here in lap 10. Because he's going to get a little good run here and then head on down into turn number 10. Carry the speed right down there against the rumbles. And then into turn 11. No Name it is here as he continues down this little straightaway here. Off the rumbles there a little bit, getting into Puon. He's going to try and close this gap down. Maybe not close enough to really get a good toe there off of the front of, or with Takeshi Kita in front of him. He's doing a fantastic job there through Puon, and he's going to head for turn 13, 14, 15. This little switchback combo here around the right-hander, the left-hander, and then back to another right-hander, and then set up for turn number 16.
All right. As he now come through Stavelot. Oh, real loose there for the 24. He saves it. He's going to lose a lot of time, though. Blake Nave coming with a head on fire right now, right behind Jordan Whiting. He is just about 4/10 of a second quicker last time by, as he now come through Blanchimont. And The Yellow Submarine by the 21 of Blake Nave as he gets to the rear attenuator. He dives to the inside of Jordan Whiting in the final corner. He takes it away. Blake Nave up to P6 now as he comes off the final corner. Oh, real loose for Jordan Whiting. But as they cross the start-finish line, they're going to stay out here, not pit. And here comes Jordan Whiting back to the inside in turn 1. Can he make it happen? Oh, it's so close. Oh, the 21's around. The Yellow Submarine in P6. He loops it off at turn 1.
Oh, man, let's see if we can get this thing rolling again. He had such a great move there on Jordan Whiting. They might have made just a little bit of contact there. Maybe a little sideways on throttle input by the 21. So unfortunate by Blake Nave. Was running so good. Moved up to P6. Now he's back in that P10 position as we saw Waylon go by. I believe we also saw Javon Thompson go by and Richard Swindell. So we're going to have to see if he can close this gap back down here and continue on with this run. You see Derek Miller back there as well. He's still lurking that P11 position. He's got a new nose wing on that machine. Let's see if he can make a recovery through the rest of this race in that mighty fast Dr. Pepper machine.
Absolutely. We'll see how this cycles for him as he did make an early pit stop due to a broken wing. Derek Miller in the 56 currently scored P11. As we'll go to your closest battle on track. That's between Richard Swindell and Javon Thompson as they come on down into Pouon. Swindell doing a great job to stay ahead of Javon. There's Dallas letting them go by here. Again, some great sportsmanship that we have seen. As they're now going through the S's. Here comes Javon. He's making up some time now as they come on down into stave lot.
Yeah, here it is, Javon Thompson. He can see it right there in front of him. Can he get a good exit here and maybe set something up? If he can get close enough for that final chicane there, Tom, that might be his move on the brakes to get past Swindell. We'll see what he could do here through Blanchemont and then turn 18 after that and then set up maybe close enough. Let's see how he does here through this left-hander of turn 18. Maybe close this gap back down. Or excuse me, that was Blanchemont. This is turn 18. Down here into turn 19. Let's see if he can close the gap here. And we do have pit stops. Here it is. I think Jordan Whiting's down. And this will also bring Javon Thompson down pit road here on that
Oh, he's missing a wing,
Jordan's
too.
Missing a wing.
I missed that. Yep. Okay, here comes Javon. Blake Nave also down pit road as well. So those are your first 3 pit stops here tonight for a little bit of strategy. Michael Boyle still out front. That lead shrinking, though, from Matthew Wood. 5.5 seconds back to the 9 machine of that Delara IndyCar. So they're now coming through Rivage and down into No Name. Michael Wood doing a great job here. Last time by 1 second quicker than Michael Woods, which is actually pretty incredible. Those alternates are falling off extremely hard right now. And for Michael Boyles to keep it within a second like that, A+.
Yeah, he's doing a fantastic job. Maybe he's just on cruise mode right now. He knows how big of a gap he has trying to nurse these alternate tires around the racetrack right now. It is shrinking, though. It's 4.6 seconds now. Matthew Wood is on an absolute tear. Started P8, I believe, on the field. Had to make his way through Takeshi Kita, which was a tough battle for him. Got by Fozzie, and now here he is in this great position in P2, 4.5 seconds behind on the primary tires. This could be interesting strategy. We've seen those alternates struggle a little bit. I don't know if Michael Boyles is maybe just nursing them. And while Matthew Wood continues to push here, 4.6 seconds as we're doing the final corners of the course. Here it is. Michael Boyles on pit road now.
All right, let's see what Matthew Wood does. He's coming down pit road. Fozzie Fazillo was coming under attack by Nick Pressey, but let's see what they do. Pit for the top 4, top 5. They all pit here. Let's see what Kevin Whalen does as he now comes into the final chicane. He's going to come down pit road. Richard Swindell in the 62. Let's see what he does as well. He's going to follow his teammate, Derek Miller. He's obviously staying out as we saw him make an early pit stop due to some broken wings. So he's going to stay out, maybe inherit the lead here. It looks like he is not. He's not. Michael Boyles dumped him.
Wow, that's big. Even with the early pit stop he made to replace that wing, Michael Boyles maintains the lead here as you see Matthew Wood back there in the distance. This is interesting, Tom. This race could change completely here on this point of the race. And here we are on the race off pit road. These two guys are still glued to each other. We saw this battle going on just before the pit stop. Nick Pressey, he's going to try and challenge here through a Rouge. He's right there on the rear wing of Fozzie Fazillo. Can he get the run off of Rouge? Here he goes to the outside into turn 6's little kink. They're going to stay side by side as we're heading down into turn 7. Who's going to make it happen? It looks like Pressey's going to make the move before they even get into the corner.
What a great move by Nick to capitalize on an early situation like this as they all go on primes. The 94 putting himself up to P4 as Fozzie Fazillo not too far behind him. But look at this. We got a little bit of a battle here between Javon Thompson and Jordan Whiting. Jordan Whiting taking away that P7 position from Javon Thompson as they now come down off of Malmedy. I know I butchered it. I know it. Okay. Oh, Kevin Whalen, Fozzie Fazillo, oh my goodness, he had big issues here. Missing a front wing, oh my goodness, he just had a pit stop too. He's going to have to come back down pit road to put another front wing on it. Let's see what happened to the 755 chasing Nick Pressey.
Oh,
it made a little
so
contact.
Fortunate.
Cold tires, that'll do it.
Yeah, that'll do it for sure right there through turn 10. That would have been, so that was just unfortunate there for Fozzie. Had such a great run going on there. This race has been just absolutely wild, Tom. We've seen a lot of people moving through the field. Some guys having some issues and having to move back through the field. But right now, the story is right now on Jordan Whiting and Javon Thompson. And Javon Thompson's closing this gap down to Jordan Whiting. This could be a great battle here. Through the left-hander, here goes Javon Thompson to the inside. Can he make it happen? Oh, he's not going to be able to. He is right over the rear wing. Here of Jordan Whiting's going to look to the outside. Can he make it happen? Side-by-side action.
Coming down into the final chicane here on the outside for Javon. He's going to stick to the inside. Almost contact. Javon, he hits the brakes and avoids that contact with Jordan Whiting. That was probably a smart decision there, Jay, as he would have lost that right front part of that wing. As they come on down into turn 1 now, Fozzie Fazillo back down pit road in the 755. What an unfortunate sequence of events for himself.
What happened to Takeshi Kita, Tom? I don't mean to interrupt you, but he's in P13. We must have missed something here with Takeshi.
Well, let's go back and look here.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out myself because he pitted with their leaders. He was running P5.
Yeah, let's see. Did he have an issue coming onto pit road? Maybe sped? No, he had a good entrance there. Oh, no, he didn't. No, he did not. He was going quick. He was going fast. That's a speeding penalty. Yeah, you could see it. He made up a lot of ground on Nick Pressey right there, and then he slammed on the brakes. I think he realized what he did. And now, with probably a speeding penalty there, he relegates all the way back down to P13.
Yeah, big issues here for your points leader, Takeshi Kita, now back into the P13 position. Looking at the intervals here, it looks like Derek Miller's actually closing the gap down to Michael Boyles. So is Matthew Wood. We got all three of these guys right here within 2 seconds of each other down the front straightaway to start lap number 15 here tonight at Spa, down into turn 1. Look how aggressive Derek Miller is on the brakes, trying to close that gap down to Michael Boyles. Here goes Matthew Wood, aggressive on the brakes. We're going to head back up a Rouge as Michael Boyles continues to lead. He's getting chased from behind, though. Derek Miller, Matthew Wood on the charge.
Right, a little bit of an interesting tidbit here. Matthew Wood, a 156.8. Michael Boyles, a 158.53. That's how much quicker those reds are. But remember, those reds fall off really hard after about 7, 8, 9 laps. We'll see what Michael Boyles can do to hang on to this lead as he comes down into turn 6, 7, 8. And Matthew Wood still chasing Derek Miller now as they come on down into Rivage. And then, No Name. The 9 car, look how close he gets to the rear attenuator of Derek Miller as they come through No Name. Trying to use up as much track as they can. Look at Michael Boyles. Look at Derek Miller. He got sideways. Here comes the 9 car of Matthew Wood to the inside through Pouon. Oh, he had a little bit of a situation there at the entrance, but he keeps it straight. Here comes Matthew Wood to the 2nd place. Now going to chase down Michael Boyles.
Yeah, a little bit of off strategy there between Matthew Wood and Derek Miller. Derek Miller a little sideways. The alternate tires, though, for Matthew Wood look like they're in their prime right now. The gap is 1 second between him and Michael Boyles. Oh, he's sideways there. Derek Miller might be able to challenge back if he can get a good run here off this corner. This might be interesting, Tom, as we're going to head towards, that would be Blanchimont, turns 18 and 19. This is going to be interesting, Tom. What's going to happen here is Derek Miller's going to try to get right there into the wing. Matthew Wood, pretty good exit there. Now, what does Derek Miller do when we get down into the chicane here? This could be completely interesting here as they get hard on the brakes. Derek Miller not able to close the gap.
The 56 backed off just a little bit there at the entrance of the chicane. Not going for a pass on Matthew Wood in the final corners there as they come on down into turn 1. Michael Boyle still maintaining that 1.1 second gap to Matthew Wood. Last time by for Boyles, 158.88, with Matthew Wood, 158.26. As you can see, Matthew Wood now coming through a Rouge and up to Radillion. So now come through the Kimmel straight. Now a close battle here right now. Javon Thompson, Blake Nave, Brian B. now down pit road. As you can see, this battle heating up. Coming off the final corner and across the line. I say that, but then Matthew Wood keeps backing up into Derek Miller here as they now come off of Malmedy and down into Rivage.
Yeah, I think Matthew Wood's got to make something happen here in the next couple laps before those alternates go away here, Tom. He's got to actually turn up the wick here and get by Michael Boyles if he's going to have anything to say about it, because those primary tires, the longer the run goes, seems to get faster. Is here it is, down to 0.6 of a second. Your top three still all within a second and a half of each other. Is Matthew Wood, he's turning on the heat here as we're gonna head into turn 13, this little switchback S section. He's gonna close all the way down here to Michael Boyles. You see Michael Boyles get real aggressive on the gas there on the exit of turn 15, setting up for turn 15, excuse me, into turn 15, the right-hander, and then we're gonna go into turn 16. Can he close this gap even more? 0.3 of a second as we're gonna head down this long straightaway section with a couple of those kinks.
Let's see what Matthew Wood can do here. You saw Michael Boyles go way wide off of turn 16 as they go through Blanchimont now. Matthew Wood still behind Michael Boyles now as they come into the final chicane. Let's see if the 9 can make a move on the 13 here now. Coming off the final corner, 13 creates a great exit here. Derek Miller down pit road in that P3 position. As you can see it right there, but now coming down into turn 1, heavy braking zone. The 13 getting a great exit, great entrance here as now Matthew Wood in the draft, coming down the hill, back up the hill into a Rouge. Let's see what he can do here coming down the Kimmel Straight.
Yeah, here we are going up a Rouge now. We're going to see what they could do. Oh, look at the exit there. Look how wide both those drivers went there on the exit of a Rouge. Here we are now down the Kimmel Straight. You see Michael Boyles trying to play a little defense, trying to break the draft of Matthew Wood. Here goes Matthew Wood. This is where he's been so good all night long. Gets aggressive on the brakes down here into turn 7. Now into the left-hander, turn 8. And now back to the right-hander of turn 9 and 10. This is going to be interesting down here into turn 10. This little hairpin. Can he make it happen? Can he get close enough? Look how aggressive he is on the brakes. The braking power of the 9 machine here tonight. As we're going to exit turn 10 into No Name now, the left-hander. And then down this short shoot into turn 12, into Pouon. This could be the opportunity Matthew Wood needs.
Coming down into Pouon now. He's looking to the inside of Michael. Look how much time he gained right there. Unbelievable. Almost to the outside of Michael Wood. Michael Wood.
Matthew Wood side by side to the inside. Can he make the move on Michael Boyles? Here it is. Battle for the lead. Lead change. Michael Boyles gives up the lead there to Matthew Wood. Matthew Wood a little sideways on brakes. Michael Boyles, can he apply the pressure back? He's all over the rear wing of Matthew Wood. Here we are rolling down this straightaway. Down here into turn number 17. Can Michael Boyles mount another charge into the right-hander? Still on the wing of Matthew Wood. His next best opportunity might be into the chicane or the little 19-20 switchback combo set up for the front straightaway. Here we are. Michael Boyles to the inside of Matthew Wood. Side by side. Wheel-to-wheel action. Michael Boyles to the outside. Matthew Wood's going to hang on to the lead. Still drag racing down the front straightaway.
Michael Boyles takes it away there at the line. Matthew Wood still behind the 13 now, coming down into turn 1. The 9 now looking all over the rear attenuator of the 13, coming down the hill. They're going to be looking to make a good run here. The number 9 car is through a Rouge, as he's going to try to grab the draft through here and try to grab as much speed as he can. This is the battle for the lead here with Matthew Wood behind Michael Boyles as they come down the Kimmel Straight now. What is the 13 going to do? He's going to go on the defensive. He's trying to break a draft. Back and forth, the swerving. The 13 holds on through the Kimmel Straight.
This is absolutely amazing, Tom. We know Michael Boyles for the Backmarkers Racing League, how tough he is to pass. We saw it all season long there in the Xfinity Series. Matthew Wood dominating the PSCRL Truck Series this season. He is used to leading and controlling races. And now both of these guys in a mano-a-mano battle here at the halfway point at Spa. This can't be any better than this here tonight on the Dega Boys Broadcasting Network. As Michael Boyles still continues to lead over Matthew Wood here through Pouon. Can he close this gap back down? We know the aggressive move that Michael Boyles made into turn 19. Does Matthew Wood turn the favor back towards Matthew Wood here, or towards Michael Boyles into turn 19? This is incredible racing here.
All right, now down into Stave Lot. They're coming through turn 15 and 16 now. Oh, Michael Boyles!
Oh, no!
He's around! Into the tire barriers! The 13 goes! Oh no, not good for Michael Boyles in the 13 as Matthew Wood continues on with the lead of this race.
Oh man, heartbreaker there for Michael Boyles. That is absolutely detrimental to his race. Got a ton of front end damage. He'd most likely have to make a pit stop here to get this new wing on this machine. Oh no, he was doing such a great job. He led from the start all the way up through to lap 18. And now he's going to have to make an unscheduled pit stop for repairs. What a great showing, though, by Michael Boyles. In his debut here in the Nexus Sim Racing Grand Prix Championships. This was a fantastic race he had going on. It's not over yet, though. With the amount of mistakes we've seen tonight by several drivers, it's not over here for Michael Boyles. As Derek Miller, though, with that pit stop, he's still in a P3 position, only 21 seconds off your leader, Matthew Wood. This race is turning up here, Tom.
Absolutely. We had a little bit of on-track action as Michael Boyles now comes off of pit road. Corey Kobe having a little bit of issues in the number 86 coming through Blanchimont now. Let's see what happened to him as he comes through the final chicane. Maybe looping it at the entrance, though. No big deal. He keeps it off of any of the barriers. But back here now, we've got a three-way battle. It's Michael Boyles, Richard Swindell, and Jordan Whiting, the 13, trying to get his tires warmed up before he goes down into turn 6. And he does a great job of that. Richard Swindell backing off of Jordan Whiting, who's currently in that P6 position. Michael Boyles coming back out P5. A great job by him to salvage what he lost there, for sure. As the number 13 continues on through turns 9 and down into 10. No name. Jordan Whiting right behind him in the 24 on the primaries. And then you got Richard Swindell on the alternates here, trying to gain some more position. Here's another good battle here. Fozzie Fazzillo and Brian B. as they come off of turn 8 and down into turn 9. Now down through No Name now. They're going to be looking to come down into Pouon. Fozzie Fazzillo coming under attack by Brian B now. As that battle is continuing to heat up here. Down to 0.17 seconds between these two guys. The 27 all over the rear attenuator of Fozzie Fazzillo. The 755 as they come off of the S's and down into Stave Lot now.
Here we are down off of the exit of turn 15 and then down into 16. We're going to see if Fozzie Fazzillo can hang on to this lead, or can Brian Berthew make a move here? He's going to get right up to the rear wing as we're going to enter into turn 17. This little left-hand kink. Oh, he's to the inside. Look at this wheel-to-wheel action. Look at Brian Berthew. Absolute amazing move to the inside. He runs wide, but now that opens the door for Takeshi Kita now. Takeshi Kita is going to try to make a move. What a drive as we're down here into turn 19. Takeshi Kita still working the inside. Fozzie, can he make a switch back here? Down the front straightaway. Unbelievable moves there. Oh, Takeshi sideways. Here comes Fozzie again to challenge down the front straightaway.
On the outside, Fozzie goes. Let's see if he can overcome that inside lane of the 64. Oh, he locks up just a little bit here. Fozzie, he's going around the outside, and he gets it done on Takeshi Kita. Coming down the hill here, they're going to be looking up the hill of Eau Rouge now, as Takeshi falls right in line behind Fozzie Fazillo. Now coming at the top of the hill, he goes to the outside here. What a move by the 64, as they're now coming down the Kimmel Straight. They're going to be looking at turn 6 here, side by side with Brian B in front of them. Let's see what happens here. Oh man, Takeshi Kita gets out in front of Fozzie.
Oh man, the little bit of cat and mouse on the brakes there. Look how aggressive Takeshi was, but here comes Fozzie. He ain't done with this fight yet. He wants to challenge back to the inside. It looks like he's not gonna be able to get there in turn 10. This is a very tough passing opportunity there. Here we are off of No Name, turn 11. Can he get the power down this long straightaway? Set something up for Puon. A great opportunity to get in the wake here of the 64 Takeshi Kita. Here we are through Puon now, turn 12. They're gonna build maybe a half a car length gap, maybe a car length gap between the two. What an exit there by Fozzie and Takeshi Kita. Fozzie trying to look to the inside. Not gonna make it happen. Down here into 12, 13, 14 combo here. Let's see if he can make something happen over the next few corners as Fozzie's trying to close the gap in turn 15.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, with just about 14 laps to go, we're going to go on a side-by-side here. We'll be right back with you guys for the conclusion of this race.
The best iRacers in the business.
It's the way to do it. We're in the 87 cars here at Talladega. As you see the 15 car grabbing the wall.
Wow. He did it! He made it through that!
Wow.
Oh, we got contact! Oh my goodness! On this upside down! Garrett Gusso is upside down! Mayhew's sliding!
They're not being able to stop the 7 car, losing it. He's into the grass on the tri-oval. He's going to get a penalty for that. He has no help, and I mean, this guy's got a rocket ship. Move aside, Kim Jong-un, the 46 crew can build a better rocket than you.
Your Nexus 499 champion is Garrett Gusso. Garrett Gusso, the winner of the 499. Garrett Gusso, you are immortal.
All right, ladies and gentle cars, look, if you want to be a part of the Nexus 499, you can. Go ahead and go to our Discord, which is linked below, and check out the link to the Nexus Sim Racing special events. It's coming up June 22nd. Make sure you mark it on your calendars. Come on out. 188 laps around Talladega, which is kind of a crazy thing to bank off of here right now, because we're at Spa with the Indy cars on a road course here. But through the final corners right now, Michael Boyles, what a phenomenal job he is doing right now, slowly eating into the lead that Michael Wood has set, and he's getting closer to Derek Miller in the 56 in front of him.
Yeah, Boyles is doing a great job. He is only got it down under 27 seconds now. He was about 30-something seconds back when after he came out of pit road. And he's opened the gap to the guys behind him. Kevin Whalen is one of them that he made the move on. Jordan Whiting, Swindell as well. I mean, Michael Boyles in his debut here in this series, doing a fantastic job. Led 18 laps earlier on this race. Or I guess 17 laps, because he did have that instant during lap 18. But still did a fantastic job to control this race. Put the fight up there with Matthew Wood, who's looking to get that second leg of the Triple Crown here tonight in this IndyCar race. As you see, Michael Bull is absolutely fighting the wheel in this IndyCar, but doing a great job now. He's got it down almost to 26 seconds, Tom. He might have an opportunity. I think we're going to see another pit stop here. I think we're going to see another round.
I think you're right. I think you're right for sure. Look, if you look at the top left-hand side of your screen, you can see a number right next to the gap. That means how many push-to-passes they have left. Michael Boyles has been using some push to pass here to try to get back up to the rear attenuators of the cars in front of him, as he's now coming through the S's here, 13, 14, and coming down into 15 for Stavelot. So you can see him really working the wheel here. You can just see he's trying his best to make up as much time as he can. Maybe a little loose off of Paul Frere corner. As you can see, yeah, well, look, he's on push to pass now. He's using it up here, trying to get back up to the front.
Yeah, here he is. He's going to be continuing down this little straightaway here. He's going to try and get down into the chicane section. As we see Derek Miller closing the gap down here to Nicholas Pressey. This is for P2 on the racetrack. Derek Miller's had an eventful race here tonight. A little off strategy compared to the guys around him, but doing a great job here on the alternate tires now, as he's getting a great run there off of turn 1, heading up a Rouge. This could be an opportunity to get real close to Nick Pressey's rear wing here, up the hill to a Rouge. Look how quick he is through here, using up all the track. He's gonna get right up to the wing. Here we go. Maybe an opportunity to go side by side. He peeks out low, side by side, wheel to wheel action. We see Derek Miller on the push to pass. He's gonna continue to go for it all the way down here into turn 7. Nick Pressey to the outside. Does he fight back? Still will. Nick Pressey overshoots turn 7. No! Big time move there by Pressey. Can he get that thing back on the track without losing a ton of time here? Looks like he will. Unfortunate there for Pressey, but great job by Derek Miller.
Yes, great move by Derek Miller, but Jay, this also means Michael Boyles is getting closer to Nick Pressey to try and get himself on the podium for the end of this race. We're looking at just about 12 laps to go here, as we're seeing some pit stops now coming down pit road. Jordan Whiting, Javon Thompson, Fozzie Fazzillo on pit road, off of pit road now. As you can see, the 4 now coming through, or not the 4, the 13, excuse me, coming through Pouon. And he is only 4 seconds behind Nick Pressey. Here he comes now down into the S's. It's looking pretty good for Michael Boyles.
Yeah, we'll see if he can close this gap down. He's actually closing the gap down to your race leader, Matthew Wood, as well. He's got it under 26 seconds now. So Michael Boyles absolutely turning up here at the end of the race. What could have been without that little mistake he had there, where he would be in this race, but he is doing a fantastic job. Back on the push to pass, he's just burning through these here, Tom. He's absolutely just eating away at him. He's only got 4 left. He's still on the button here, continuing around this big swooping course here. Turn 18, now heading down into turn 19. You got to see if he can maximize here. Oh, Nick Pressey's down pit rated. The final pit sequence that I was expecting here, Tom, it's beginning.
Yes, absolutely. Now back to Michael Boyles here. Kevin Whalen down pit road as well in the P5 position as the 13 comes through turn 1. This is how we kind of look at it, Jay, with the push to pass. Look, Michael Boyles kind of has a mountain to overcome here. Why not use it while you're in this position of chasing? You know you're fast. you know you could put some solid lap times in, which is what he's doing, a half a second quicker than the leader last time by. You can either burn it now or burn it in the closing laps with the car in front of you. I think Michael Boyles is doing the right thing here.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, especially with the gap that he's behind. I don't know. The only counter argument to that, though, Tom, is where he made that pit stop. Can he potentially make it to the end using the push to pass? I mean, that's not going to help with his fuel mileage. But, I mean, if he does have to make that pit stop, you might as well burn him now. I don't see what would be the point to save him to the end. He's not really in racing anybody relative right now, but he's trying to close that gap to those guys in front of him. We do have a little bit of lap traffic there in front. I believe that's Corey Kobe there running a P13, maybe having some issues there right in front of Michael Boyles. But still, he's got it down to 25.5 seconds here, Tom. He's cut 6 seconds out of that gap since he made that pit stop. Doing a fantastic job. And on the alternates, he's the only one all night long that we've seen be able to really make the alternates work to an advantage.
Absolutely. That 86 of Corey Kobe in front of him. He has already made a pit stop. Here comes Matthew Wood down pit road. This is his final pit stop for the race tonight. Let's see if he can. And oh my goodness, Jay. Big news for the 94 as he makes a small mistake through poo on here. Let's see. Oh my goodness, he got airborne.
Holy cow, those cold tires, Tom. It's the name of the game here. It made a mistake there through Puon. I can't believe that little gap that he jumped there through Puon. That was unbelievable what he just did right there.
Yeah, I mean, this looks like a Vitaly Petrov move from F1. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Look. I mean, it was invisible. It was something that Nick Pressey couldn't even see out there on track. Look at that. Four wheels off the ground.
Yeah, he's going aerial here tonight in an IndyCar. I mean, unbelievable. But then he has that big damage to the left front as well. But here it is. Matthew Wood is going to get passed by Michael Boyles here. Michael Boyles off strategy with Matthew Wood. The cold tires of Matthew Wood. Can this come into play? Wheel-to-wheel action. Holy cow, Matthew Wood is so brave. So aggressive. Michael Boyles, he's got to get by Matthew Wood here in the closing laps.
What an absolute display of driver talent. Oh, Michael Boyles just a little wide there. He's going to lose a little bit of time to Matthew Wood. In the 9 car as they come off a no name now coming into Puon here. But it looks like Matthew Wood going to get the best of Michael Boyles here as they both exit Puon now coming down into campus 13, 14, 15. And Matthew Wood on those fresh red sticker tires. Michael Boyles behind him on some little bit older reds. Michael Boyles is going to be making a pit stop here soon, but it looks like with the drive and determination after his wreck, the 13 very well possibly will finish P3 tonight.
Yeah, he has definitely done everything he needs to do to finish in the top 3 and get a podium here in his debut. Derek Miller, though, he pitted, I believe, 2 laps before Michael Boyles. They're off strategy, so he could maybe go another lap or 2 here. Can he make it to the end? I don't know if that's even a possibility at this point, but we'll have to wait and see. We got 9 laps to go as he's going through turn 1 now, setting up to go up a Rouge again. Michael Boyles down pit road. Here it is. Final pit stop of the night here for Michael Boyles. He should be able to blend back out and still in the top 3. We'll have to see where Kevin Whalen and Jordan Whiting, they're both right there in touch with each other here as they're going to continue on here down this back straightaway, turn 18. Oh, this is going to be close, Tom.
It's going to be close for sure. They're coming into the final corners now. They've already made a pit stop here. Michael Boyles coming off a pit road now. I think he's going to hold on to it. And he's got alternates.
Yeah, I think he'll be fine. Yeah, he is going to be fine. He's going to clear both Jordan Whiting and Kevin Whalen here. Oh, that was beautiful execution. What a gap that he used. Those push to pass, Tom. You said it. Him using the push to pass there built that gap where even with the pit stop, he wasn't going to lose that podium position. Fantastic execution by Michael Boyles.
All right, now coming back here, Blake Nave, Richard Swindell coming up through Rouge. The 21 behind the 62. He's looking to make a pass here. Coming down the Kimmel straight. He's up to the rear attenuator now. He's pulling out to the outside. Side by side. Now through Kimmel straight. We're still side by side here. Oh, it's going to be a good battle now. Coming down into turn 7. Here they come. Oh, the 21. He gets that position up to P6 for the Yellow Submarine.
Yeah, where do we all live, Tom? We all live with the Yellow Submarine as he's up to the P6 position. What a fantastic run he's had going on. Here we are side by side, Takeshi Kita, Javon Thompson. Takeshi's going to get the move done before they even get into turn 7. He's going to build a pretty good gap here over Javon. Maybe Javon a little ginger there into turn 7 as Takeshi Kita on the comeback trail. He is your points leader, currently running in that P8 position. Had that issue earlier on pit road with the speeding penalty, and he's done a fantastic job working his way back through the field here tonight. Derek Miller. Still your race leader, 7.4 seconds. Wonder if he's going to try and just pull a home run Hail Mary out of the bag here tonight, Tom. Do you think he tries this? I don't think he can, but it'd be great to see.
Absolutely, it would be. Matthew Wood just about a second and a half quicker last time by. So, look, I mean, we're looking at 8 laps to go here, 7-second gap. I mean, Wood's going to catch him, but anything can happen here. Anything can go in the way of Derek Miller and go in Derek Miller's way as Derek Miller now comes down into turn 7, 8 and 9 through Lacombe as he now comes down into turn 10. Let's see what Derek Miller can do this lap as Matthew Wood now coming off at turn 9 and down into turn 10.
Yeah, he's got it under 7 seconds, so I think that even if Derek Miller is trying to make it to the end, I believe Matthew Wood's still going to close this gap and have a chance to fight him mano-a-mano for the race win. I mean, what a great job by Matthew Wood tonight. He did not get the qualifying effort he wanted. He said he had some issues. I believe he said that he put on his race setup and then had a full fuel load, so maybe didn't go into qualifying with the right setup there, but I mean, absolutely masterclass to drive through the field. Avoided that turn 1 chaos that we had there with Ritters early on in this race. Made some big darty moves. I mean, him and Takeshi Kita were laying it on each other there for a little while, battling elbows out. Great job there. It's down to 6.5 seconds here, Tom. We got 8 laps to go. Can he run down Derek Miller? Can Derek Miller even make it to the end? I mean, we got so much to answer here over the next 8 laps.
Absolutely. Look, Matthew Wood only made up 4/10 here on this lap so far. Is Derek Miller now coming into the final corner. It's going to be interesting to see what he could do against that 159.3. Oh, here he comes. Down pit road for Derek Miller. There he goes. Here comes Matthew Wood now coming through the final corners. He's going to easily overtake that P1 position. Matthew Wood out front trying to complete the Triple Crown here in Nexus. See, he won in the sports car. He's looking to get this win in IndyCar. Only needs a win in the Truck Series to complete the Triple Crown for Matthew Wood. Michael Boyles now coming through the final corner here. As Matthew Wood now starts using his push to pass. Derek Miller coming off a pit road. Michael Boyles. Oh, he's not going to have enough. But again, anything can happen here. As Michael Boyles now comes down into turn 1. And Derek Miller coming down into turn 3 of a Rouge.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting here to see if Derek Miller elects to start using these push-passes. He's got 8 of them left. He's got a little bit fresher tires than your race leader. Do we see him just start laying into that button? Just giving that button all she has here tonight. 16.7 seconds back. I mean, you might as well home run it. Throw everything at no caution to the wind here tonight to try and run down Matthew Wood. Is Michael Boyle still in the podium position, though, holding on to P3 here with 6 laps to go. 7 laps to go, excuse me, as he's going to continue on through this race course, heading for turn 10 now, going around this little hairpin. Right-hander, get right down against the little rumbles there, carry this big, long, swooping right-hander, and then carry on towards turn 11, no name, and then back down this long straightaway here, heading for Puon. All
right, now coming down into Puon for Michael Boyles. Your top 3, as we have stated, Matthew Wood leading this race right now, Derek Miller P2, Michael Boyles P3, Kevin Whalen P4, and the number 42 as he comes down into Puon, Jordan Whiting P5 as he's going through Puon right now, Blake Nave, he's looking to come down through Puon. Here comes Richard Swindell in the P7 position, coming through Puon. Here comes Takeshi Kita coming off a no name and staring down Puon. In the 64, Javon Thompson going to be coming down into Puon here with Fozzie Vazillo looking to come down Puon. Here he comes. That's your top 10 at the moment here with the Nexus Grand Prix Championships. Brian B, though, in the 27, another one of your local sports car guys, looking to come out here and have some fun with the open wheel guys, currently running P11. Had a great run last night at Watkins Glen, coming home P2, as he's now P11 here with the Nexus Grand Prix Championships, and a great run that he has had so far.
Yeah, that's what I love about these Nexus Sim Racing races, Tom. You got guys that run trucks, they'll jump over and run an Indy car, or vice versa, or jump in a sports car on a Sunday, and then jump in a Cub or a truck on a Wednesday. I mean, it's so much fun. All the diversity and all these different series that we have throughout the days of the week that we broadcast here for Nexus Sim Racing. And here it is, Brian Berthume off that P2 finish last night, running here P11. Still on the lead lap. We got 11 guys on the lead lap, currently 5-6 guys out of the race, from Nick Pressey down to Stephen Doughton. Fantastic race we've seen so far. We've got 6 laps to go. Matthew Wood, 14.9 second lead. Derek Miller did close about a second, about 1.2 seconds, 1.3 seconds on Matthew Wood over the last lap. So it's not over yet. I mean, we don't want to jinx any of these drivers. We know we have a pretty big curse here on the Dega Boys Broadcasting Network, cursing drivers when we start talking about them. But maybe there's an opportunity for Derek Miller. Oh, Kevin Whalen, no.
Big off for Kevin Whalen here. Right front broken, front nose broken. Let's see what happened to the 42 here. Oops. Well, let's see it. 42 coming through turn 10. Just got on the curb a little too hard, a little bit too much gas. And right into the outside wall there for the 42. Man, he was having a great run too.
Yeah, he was in that P4 position holding Jordan Whiting at bay there. That's so unfortunate. Looks like Fozzie's actually closed his gap down to Javon Thompson now. This is a battle for the P9 position. Is Fozzie a little sideways here through Puon? That was crazy, as we're going to head down into turn 13, 14, and then 15 here into 13. Fozzie closing the gap. Oh, we got another car off the track right there in front. Oh, that's still Kevin Whalen. He's still trying to limp that thing back to pit road. He's got a long way to go.
Long way.
Unfortunate there for Kevin Whalen. But back to Fozzie and Javon. Fozzie's there now, Tom. He's going to try and challenge here.
Here comes Fozzie in the 755. Going to try to make a pass here. Maybe after Blanchimont. As Javon, being the lead car, giving a tow to Fozzie as they come through turn 18. Looking down into turn 19 and 20 now. Let's see, 755 does not make a move here as he comes through turn 20 now. He's still behind Javon Thompson. Coming across the line right now, these two drivers fighting for P7 here as Javon opens up that gap just a little bit here. As Takeshi Kita had a little bit of an off-track excursion here. Let's go back and look at it real quick in the number 60. Oh, big off-track. That's not a small off-track. That's a big off-track here. Oh, my goodness. Was he trying to get around Kevin Whalen? Oh, it's a Hildebrand. It's a Hildebrand. Oh, my goodness. That is awful.
Oh, man. I don't think there's anything either of those drivers could have done, because Kevin Whalen's car is destroyed. He can't even turn the corner, and Takeshi went with a bold move to the outside. Your points leader down pit road. He should have a quick repair remaining, but that's going to really hamper his day. He was up in that P8 position. I mean, this is turning into a race of survival here in the final laps of this race, Tom. This is insane.
Absolutely.
Oh, we missed his pit box. Oh, there's the quick repair.
All right. Last time by, Matthew Wood, a 58.58, as now Derek Miller crosses the line. Let's see what kind of lap time he can pull here. 57.8. So just about 7/10 of a lap quicker by Derek Miller. Not enough, obviously. He needs to have something happen to Matthew Wood that'll be detrimental to his race in order for Derek Miller to get back up to the rear attenuator of Matthew Wood. As you can see, Matthew Wood coming down Kimmel Straight now. And down into turn 7. Here comes Derek Miller now entering Kimmel Straight. And we'll go to your closest battle on track right now. That's still Fozzie Fazzillo and Javon Thompson as they come through Blanchimont.
Yeah, here we are through Blanchimont. Then we're going to go through turn 18 and set up for the final chicane, turns 19, 20. Look at Fozzie, aggressive on the brakes. Oh, a little sideways there on the braking action there. Going to try and get a good run here off of turn 20. Oh, no, Blake Nave's around.
Yeah, that's off of
corner 1. Oh, it doesn't look like he has any damage, though.
Yeah, he did a great job right there to keep that number 21 clean. So go back to this battle here with Fozzie and Javon coming off of turn 1 now and down the hill as they're eyeing a rouge here. Look at this, Javon Thompson on the push to pass. Fozzie Fazzillo is not on the push to pass. He's going to try to use this toe in front of him as best as he can. But look at this. Fozzie, he's getting closer to Javon with Javon on the push to pass. Man, that 755 is fast as they come on down into turn 7.
Oh, look how aggressive he is on the brakes in a 7. Oh, he just wasn't able to make it happen. That outside line there into turn 7 is just so much more dominant there. But look at Fozzie. He's using up all the track, everything he can. He's going to look peek to the inside. Not going to be able to make a move down here into turn 10. He's going to follow right in the toe here. His next best opportunity might just be turn 15, 16. If he can get close enough here, this could be great. If he can stay right there in the toe here of Javon Thompson through Puon, maybe that would be the opportunity he needs to make a move into turn 15, as he's got to try and keep that thing as fast as he can here through this left-hander. Get a good run down here into turn number 13. He gets aggressive on the brakes again. Not close enough to make the move on Javon.
Now coming through the S's, the 755 still behind the 93s. They come on down into 15. That's Dave Lott. The 755 still chasing the 93, excuse me. The closest battle on track right now as they come on down through 16 and 17. Blanchimont will be next here for these two drivers. The 755 still chasing the 93 here, trying to grab a little bit of toe as Fozzie is on the push to pass here, coming down into the final corner. What does he do? He's to the rear attenuator. He's going to stay in his tracks, maybe try to pressure Javon into an issue. Oh, he's all over it. Oh, the 93 got a little loose off the final corner. And they keep it straight across the line and back down into turn 1. Here comes Fozzie to the inside. He makes a big move here. He sticks the corner and he gets that P7 position. Javon now behind Fozzie and he's on push to pass, coming down the hill in Upper Rouge.
Oh my God, that was the most impressive move in a turn 1 I think I've ever seen, Tom. He wrapped it right against the wall, but Javon Thompson on push to pass. He's going to challenge back to Fozzie. Fozzie a little defensive. He wants the inside line. Javon's going to have the outside line. This is what he wants going into turn 7. Fozzie's going to shut the door on him. Javon with a crossover. Oh. He's not going to be able to make it happen into 7. Wow, what a defensive move there by Fozzie with Javon on push to pass. Wasn't going to roulette that position. Unbelievable racing action here at Spas. We got 3 laps to go, and Fozzie may be opening a gap now to Javon Thompson.
755 on the alternates there. Maybe going to grab a little bit of gap between himself and the 93 of Javon now as they come through No Name. But back up to the front here. We're looking at 2 laps to go for Matthew Wood. Started P9 tonight in that number 9 Dallara Indy cars. He's now coming up through Rouge on the push to pass. What a great run he has had so far as he now heads down the Kimmel straight. Matthew Wood taking advantage of a little bit of an issue that Michael Boyles has had with their little battle that they had coming off of turn 16. He has gotten the lead and has not looked back. That 9 car just so extremely strong around here at Spa. He found himself using his race setup during qualifying, but again started P9, coming out here leading this race, now coming off a No Name and down into Puon.
Yeah, down into Puon. He's only got to do this one more time here tonight as he is on the 2 laps to go mark here in this race. I mean, what a fantastic drive he had going on today. I mean, unbelievable from start to finish. Big shout outs, I mean, through some of these guys in the field. Derek Miller off strategy. He's going to, hopefully, if I don't jinx him, wind up in a P2 position. Michael Boyles, even with the damage, he's recovered all the way back up to P3. That looks like it might be your podium here tonight. And then Jordan Whiting, he had some issues. He's going to hang on to a P4 position as it's running. Swindell, P5. Blake Nave, P6. Doing a fantastic job. We saw Fozzie make that move on Javon. Brian B., your resident source sports car driver, making a start here tonight, P9. Kevin Whalen, rounding out your top 10 there. And then Takeshi Kita having some issues going a lap down. Your points leader back in P11.
All right, now coming through the final corners for Matthew Wood. And the white flag out in the air for the 9 car. As you can see, the flagman there just absolutely going ham on that flag. Coming down into turn 1 for Matthew Wood. A nice cruise to victory as he comes down the hill as he eyes a Rouge. The 9 car once again out front. 12.4 second gap back to Derek Miller as he comes off of Verdillion and looking down Kimmel straight off of turn 6. Now coming down into turn 7. He's got a car in front of him. That is Kevin Whalen. No need to push that position as he's got this one pretty much in the bag as he cruises through 7, 8, 9 and down into turn 10. Again, just a fantastic race here. We saw some great battlings between himself and Michael Boyles. Michael Boyles making just a small mistake there and costing him what would be possibly the win of this race, but Matthew Wood going by Michael Boyles. Mr. Screenshot himself and the Iron Man of Matthew Wood coming through Pouon now. Already halfway through the track looking for his first victory in IndyCar.
Yeah, here it is into turn 13 here for the final time tonight. Get around turn 14, get a good drive off the corner. No mistakes now. You just got to bring her on home, buddy. Just a few more turns away through turn 15 for the final time. Into turn 16, he's going to set up for this long straightaway. He's going to get down into Blanchemont, turn 17 next. And then set up for those final chicane where you cannot make a mistake. Just got to bring it on home flawlessly here. Here it is through turn 17, Blanchemont. Now into turn 18. And then he's going to be eyeing that final chicane, turn 19 and 20. The Iron Man, Matthew Wood. He is looking to go for the Triple Crown here in the Nexus Sim Racing Series. He wins in sports cars. And now he's going to win in the Nexus Grand Prix Championships. He's a winner tonight in the Spa Grand Prix.
Derek Miller now coming through the final corners here. He's going to take home an impressive P2 after all the issues he had. And now it's Michael Boyles battling for the win. Made a small mistake. Never give up attitude for the number 13. He's going to come back and round out your podium here tonight at Spa. What a great run by your top 3. As now your 4th place runner, that's Jordan Whiting coming through Blanchemont now, coming into the final corners. It looks like he's going to round out that P4 position in the number 24. What a great run for him too. Some issues that he found himself in. He recovers quite nicely. It's going to be a P4 for Jordan Whiting in the NASA Space Certification Machine upside down in the air. Number 24, Jordan Whiting. Richard Swindell coming out to round out your top 5.
Yeah, great run there by Swindell. P5, I believe that'll be Blake Name. P6, Fozzie Fazzillo should be coming home. P7 here. He will. Javon right behind him for P. Oh, no! He's around in the final corner! Brian B is going to steal P8 in the final corner! Javon putting reverse buddy! Bring it on home! He is P9 for Javon.
I love it.
He needs some more Red Bull in him, man. He made a mistake on turn 20.
He's still going.
And he's into the wall. Yeah. And then your final car on the lead lap here, it's Kevin Whalen. We'll watch him down to the bitter end. We got to see Whalen bring this Army machine home. He had a great race, Tom. The result does not reflect the drive that he had here tonight. Made that small mistake there. End up wrecking his race there a little bit. But he's still going to round it out in a P10 position. Your final guy on the lead lap here tonight, that is Kevin Whalen.
Man, what a great race that we had out here tonight. Some great battling. Let's go ahead and move on with this broadcast. Let's go to some interviews here. Your P3 runner for tonight, let's bring down Michael Boyles. Hey, Michael, this is Thomas and Jay in the booth. You got a copy?
Oh yeah, how's it going?
Michael, my goodness, man, I didn't know you could wheel some open wheel cars.
Oh, yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that was awesome to watch there. Okay, to the audience, this is a familiar name up here in the booth. Really is in the Back Markers Racing League. He's out here tonight in the Nexus Sim Racing Leagues, running some Indy cars with us. It's Michael Boyles, your P2 finisher in points last season with Back Markers. Michael, what a phenomenal race you had. Let's talk a little bit about the first stint there with your number 13 Dallara Indy car. You built an amazing 8-9 second gap somewhere between there. In that first stint, you pulled away from the field. You come down, get your pit stops, and then the battle with Matthew Wood. Talk to us about that a little bit.
It was awesome until I killed it. It was a ton of fun. I was thinking about what tire I should do next set because I knew he was on primaries, I think, at that point. Or Or no, so I was on primaries and he was on alternates, and I knew maybe it would even out as the run went on, so I was trying to get by him so I could maybe hold him up just a little bit, so when the tire starts to fall off for him, I can maybe get a little bit more pace. But in the process, I might have killed it. So, but hey, it's all right. I gotta learn from my mistakes there. I hate that corner. We'll figure it out next time. But it was a ton of fun. He raced me clean, and it was fun battling. I know sometimes in these cars you can't really do that well, but thank the Lord he raced me clean, and I tried to race him clean, and we had a good battle there for sure. And hopefully, I mean, it could have been a cooler battle if I didn't kill it, but yeah, it was definitely fun for sure.
Absolutely. It was fun to watch up here in the broadcast booth, you two duking it out. It was almost like a duel of leagues that we saw. Matthew Wood in a different league that we broadcast as well comes in here in Nexus and runs periodically as well. So that was really cool to see. But Michael, a great race that you ran, even with that small mistake. The never give up attitude once again prevails, and you come home P3. What was that drive like after that tiny little incident you made?
Well, I knew that I couldn't get back up there, and I was like, you know, I want to get podium. I want to go talk to the Dega boys, you know? So
yeah!
Yeah, so I was talking to Jackson because he wrecked out earlier. Shout out Jackson. But he helped me out with a strategy because what I was going to do is I was on the ultimate tire, which is faster, and we were just going to split the stage to where I wouldn't really have any fall off, and I would just try and get up there how much as I could and keep pace. And I couldn't keep pace to second and first, but I'm glad we could at least bring it home P3.
Absolutely. Again, the never give up attitude prevails once again here at Spa with Michael Boyles. Congratulations on your debut run, a P3, a podium for yourself tonight. Congratulations. I'm going to hand you off here to Jay. Jay, what do you got for Michael to round out this interview?
Yes, Michael, fantastic run. I mean, what an absolute show you put on there all race long. Especially like at the beginning of the race, watching you build that gap. You survive turn one, you build a big lead. Then you and Matthew Wood, I mean, hard, clean, aggressive racing. That's what we like to see here in all of these races that we broadcast. And that was so much fun to watch. And then you were on the push to pass, trying to play a little recovery mode. You held on for that podium position. You built a pretty comfortable gap there at the end. I mean, just unbelievable race. I'm lost for words of what we saw here tonight at Spa. Who do you have to thank for this amazing run that you had tonight here, Michael?
Most importantly, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Can't do anything without him. My parents. Thank y'all for always streaming these races. Thank you for the Nexus League for having us out. I think in the near future, the Backmarkers IndyCar League is gonna partner with the Nexus IndyCar League. So
let's go.
We'll have a bunch more cars racing in there.
Yes.
And it'll be a fun time. So shout out to them. Shout out to Backmarkers and Jack and Sampson and Tyler Barnett for running that, and Corey Harville. And just thanks for all y'all do.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for the kind words, Michael. We are so, I can't express this enough, so excited to have the Nexus and Backmarkers guys working together here for an IndyCar League. It's going to be phenomenal. Yeah. I hope we can make it into the pinnacle of IndyCar racing on iRacing. It's going to be so much fun. I look so forward to it. It's going to be awesome. But
it's going to be awesome.
yes, seriously, it's going to be next level. That's what I'm going to say about it. But Michael came out here with your debut in the Nexus Sim Racing League Nexus Grand Prix Championships, coming home P3. Congratulations, and Michael, sincerely, we hope to see you in the next one.
Sounds good. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Absolutely. All right, that was your P2 runner for tonight. Let's go ahead and bring down your P2 finisher. That's Derek Miller. Let's see if he's in the chat here. He might not be. Well, shucks, Jay, he's not in the chat right now, but I will ping him because I would love to talk to Derek Miller. But let's go ahead. Let's go to the race winner now. That's Matthew Wood. Let's bring him up here and talk to him. Your race winner here tonight, that's Matthew Wood at Spa. Matthew, this is Thomas and Jay in the booth. You got a copy.
Not gonna lie, that was a heart attack and a half. Everything was silent, and then I just hear your beautiful voice.
My beautiful voice, wow. I got complimented. Did you hear that? I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it and run with it. Matthew, you're a great guy. You're a great guy. Yeah.
Jay, you got a beautiful voice too, by the way. I'm not gonna leave you out of this.
Yeah, don't disrespect my boy Jay here. Just kidding. But Matthew, oh my goodness, let's talk about that race a little bit. Turn 1, lap 1, the carnage. You get through it. And then you slowly and methodically work your way up to Michael Boyles, and that battle you guys had between yourselves, absolutely epic. Tell us a little bit about it.
If I'm being honest here, Steven Ritter's probably would have had this. I mean, I might have been able to catch him. I don't know his true on lap pace, but I didn't know mine either. I was probably going to be close to him, at least have decent pace, but made that mistake. Went from, I think, 9th to 5th or 6th lap 1. Made it through all that. Then I knew my primaries were going to come in. Of course, this is my first IndyCar race on anything other than mobile, so I didn't know exactly how it was going to work out, but I knew they would come in eventually, and once I did, I was gaining seconds a lap. It was just really, really hard to pass because I was maxing out my rev limiter and nobody else was, so I couldn't make a pass on the straight, so I had to get creative, making passes in Puan. Tried to make a pass in Blanchard, didn't quite work, but yeah, that was a heart and throat moment. Another heart and throat moment was when I went straight down into Lacombe. I think it was like lap 5 or something like that, and made that huge mistake, but I recovered. Car just got loose, had too much rear brake in it. I just took the easy way out. I didn't want to get on the curb and wreck it, so I thought might as well just go across and ease my way back onto the track. Long race, and man, those were some good battles, though. I did enjoy that a lot.
Absolutely. Look, you had a phenomenal race. I mean, typical Matthew Wood fashion here. So I'm going to push that to the side here just for a second. Let's talk about the Triple Crown, the prize that we have here that is sponsored by the Dega Boys. This was all Jay's idea, by the way. I'm giving all the credit to Jay. Jay, the mastermind behind this. But the Triple Crown, okay? Win a race in sports car, win a race in IndyCar, and win a race in the Truck Series. You've done 2 of the 3 now. What? Can you do it? Are you going to do it? Are you going to commit to a truck race here? Can we see Matthew Wood in victory lane in the trucks?
There's a possibility. We're going to have to find the right setup. Of course, last week we had pace. Just the setup, it wasn't working. Probably the worst truck I've ever driven. I got it up to second, but couldn't. The winner was obviously the fastest truck all day. He deserved it. But Iowa, don't know how that's going to go next week. I need practice. I've never been good at Iowa, statistically. Of course, I won there earlier this year in PSCRL, but
open setups, baby. Open setups.
We're gonna see how good of a setup we can get and hopefully get a win.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on your race win here tonight. I'm going to hand you off to Jay. Jay, what do you got for Matthew to round out this broadcast?
Yes, Matthew, amazing race you had tonight. I just noticed you're in a Navy scheme. Michael Boyles was in the Army scheme. We had a little Army-Navy battle there at the front. I missed that completely during the broadcast. That's kind of cool. So I had mentioned that first thing. And the second thing, I mean, what a big week this is for you, Matthew. You got the championship up for grabs there, PSCR on Saturday. You win the IndyCar race tonight. On Wednesday, you got a chance for the Triple Crown here in the Nexus League. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, it's like you're on top of the world right now. It's got to feel good, right? I mean, this is unbelievable. And also, who do you have to thank? I'll throw that in there as well.
That's actually not it. My Friday night series is the cutoff race to get into the championship, and I'm up by, I think, 24 points on the cut line. So that's going to be stressful. But, man, it's just been an up and down roller coaster. I'm really, really nervous about PSCRL because I don't know how it's going to go. I don't know my true pace on ovals now because of the update. Hopefully it's just the same as it was. But definitely nervous. I've been in a lot of leagues, not on iRacing, of course, but every league that I've been in, it's just the playoffs format. I win like 90% of the races, and then I lose it in the last race. So I'm just, it's nerve-wracking. But if nothing else this season, I've shown my potential. I've shown that I've been, and I don't want to be cocky, but best driver all season.
Cocky. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just
So
joshing.
without some things happening, you know, I've met some of the best people I've ever met. You guys, PSCRL. Now I'm with these guys, and I'm loving it here. It's just a great atmosphere. And I had a great week. Bible school. I went out with that. Lord's blessed me with a lot. Genuinely, it's been an incredible couple of weeks for me. Blessed with a lot, like I said. And by the way, Jay, this is an exact replica to a Blue Angel fighter jet.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. Okay, I was wondering. Yeah, that's so
It's beautiful.
Man. I love it. Yeah.
All right, Matthew. Look, you come out here, qualified P9. You find yourself at the end of the race on the top of the board once again in typical Matthew Wood fashion. Congratulations on your race win. Boy, we're looking forward to Wednesday now. We're going to see you go out there and try to complete the Triple Crown. Congratulations on your race win tonight. And Matthew, sincerely, we hope to see you in the next one.
I see y'all.
All right, that was your winner. Jay, I haven't got a word back from Derek Miller. We'll give him an opportunity here to jump back into the chat, but let's go ahead and start talking about this race. My goodness, did we see a lot here tonight. We saw triumph. We saw absolute, heartache. We saw guys out here actually putting everything on the line here, but in the end, we saw a little mistake by Michael Boyles, but Matthew Wood capitalizes and wins this race on his way to try and win the Triple Crown Challenge here at Nexus.
I mean, what a race, Tom. I mean, it was from the drop of the green flag. We saw Ritters get an amazing jump there at the beginning. And then into turn one, I swear it was an announcer's jinx. We interviewed him before the race. I wished him luck and everything, and it's just, I am a curse here in these races, man. I swear, when I talk something good about somebody, it always seems to end in heartbreak. So, sorry about that one there, Steven. We'll wish you the best luck in the next one. I'll try not to pick you next week. But, I mean, what a race. After that, it kind of changed. Michael Boyles built this massive gap over the field. We're like, holy cow, we've seen this before. We've seen this on Thursday nights in the Xfinity Series Backmarket Racing League. What a great run that Michael Boyles had. And then it was matching Matthew Wood, work his way through the field. And it just sent, like, once we got to a certain point of this race, it was like, man, I think Matthew Wood could legitimately win this. He was running him down a little bit there, played the strategy perfect. Shout out to Derek Miller as well. I know we didn't get an interview with him here tonight. That's unfortunate. But what a drive he had here tonight. Had that early incident, had to pit, fell all the way back, lost so much time. He ends up recovering only 12 seconds behind the race leader Matthew Wood. What a great drive by Derek Miller tonight. We expected it. We know how good Derek Miller is on these road courses. It's good to have him back here in the Nexus Sim Racing Leagues with us here. Great driver, great competitor. Great runs throughout. Jordan Whiting, the NASA certification driver, P4. What a great run he had here tonight. He had some recovery. Tough nights there for some of your points leaders like Swindell, Waylon, Takeshi Kita. Just had some tough runs here tonight at Spa, but a fantastic race. Lots of battles throughout Spa. What a great racetrack. What a great night of racing we had. And Matthew Wood. What a week his guys had, and he's gonna have a chance for the Triple Crown on Wednesday. Can he do it? We put this challenge out to every driver that competes in all the Nexus Racing Leagues, and he is the one that's kind of taken this as an objective here, and he is leading the Triple Crown right now. We've had a lot of other guys attempt to win other races, different series, and been really close. But right now, Matthew Wood, he's one away, and that's the Truck Series here in the Next Sim Racing League. Can he do it?
Absolutely. I think that if it's anybody that we've ever had the pleasure of broadcasting, Matthew Wood would be at the top of the list there. It's going to be really exciting come Wednesday. Make sure you guys come out and watch it. We're going to watch Matthew Wood try to get that Triple Crown Challenge. All right, Jay, let's wind down this broadcast here. Thank you to everybody who came out, watched, commented, subscribed. Samantha Ritters, Matthew Wood, Dallas Seward, NJB Designs. Steezy is gaming. I know who that is. That's Peter Cheney in your sports car league. And, everybody else who came out here. Dallas Seward, a great supporter of the channel, gifting another membership to Sheeshmeister. And so we truly, truly appreciate that. If you want to become a member, you can. Go to our channel. hit the join button and pick a tier that works best for you. There's some great benefits for that. You can come out here, call a race with Jay and I. You go to our podcast, talk a little bit about racing with Jay and I, and even one of those tiers, you can get some free merch. Speaking of merch, if you guys want to help support us in another way, you can go to our channel, hit the store button, go to our merch shop, and choose something of the likes, like what this says right here: Big Daddy NASCAR hats, shirts, aprons, pants, tutus, whatever floats your boat, as we continue this journey on YouTube. Everybody who has contributed to that, thank you so much. Also, with the contributions, thank you. It's Monday. It's been a really long night. But look, all the contributions that go through those two avenues go right back into the channel to help create more and better product for you guys. So thank you guys once again. I'm going to hand it off to Jay here. Jay, why don't we talk a little bit about the watch party coming up and the podcast that we're going to be having tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow we're back for another podcast. I cannot wait. Oh, man. We had some great racing this weekend, specifically that IndyCar race at Road America. What a banger of a race that was, all the strategy we saw play out there. That foot race at Canada was one of the best we've seen all year. I'd put it right up there with Australia as one of the best races we've seen. It was fantastic. I mean, unbelievable outcome there. And then we'll talk about that other series of races on Sundays that no longer is being broadcasted by Fox. Yeah, baby! Can't wait to talk about that with you guys as well tomorrow, as well as our infamous driver and boathead moves of the weeks. We got some good nominees this week for you as well. And then the big race of them all is coming up this coming weekend. That is the 24-hour Le Mans. I mean, right now, Porsche, been watching a lot of the practice sessions, everything going on right now.
Oh.
Porsche, it's the race to win. We're going to be talking about that on Tuesday, breaking it down, giving you our favorites, giving you our dark horses, and ones to watch this weekend. We'll break down the race, the transitions from day to night. I can't wait to break it all down with you guys, as well as I think the NASCAR races are at Iowa this weekend as well, so we'll talk about that as well on Tuesday. So tune in tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Tune in right here on this channel. We'll be talking about all the racing going on in the world. Also, watch party. The month of June is here. Our monthly watch party was voted upon by our community, and that winner was the IMSA series. The 6 hours at Watkins Glen. Sunday, June 23rd, will be live here on this channel for the final 3 hours of that race. Watching it with you guys live. I can't wait for it. That is one of my favorite races of the year. Last year was a banger. I mean, Watkins Glen's amazing. If you liked what you saw yesterday, you're going to love that watch party on the 23rd. The reason we're not doing the full 6 hours, because the day before on Saturday is the marquee event on all of iRacing. The biggest, baddest event you can even imagine to be part of, watch, participate in. I mean, it is amazing. The Nexus 499, the best iRacers in the business, will be hitting the track at Talladega. 188 laps, 499 miles, and the 1987 cars. It's going to be absolutely amazing. We're going to have the full gang back together with some pit road reporting by Jared and Donovan, the other half of the Dega boys there. It's going to be fantastic. We're going to have a pre-race show leading up to the event. We're going to get some great interviews with some of our previous winners of the event, some of the different drivers competing in the event. We'll have a paint showcase as well. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal. And then an amazing race. I mean, last year, I've watched it back so many times, Tom. What a race we had last year. Mike Garaguzzo looking to go back-to-back in the 499. David Brown trying to get another victory on the 499, your inaugural winner. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. You do not want to miss it.
Yeah.
And if you guys want to participate, join our Discord. We'll have a link to the Nexus special events, and maybe you guys can come sign up and come race it with us. It's going to be an absolutely amazing event just to be a part of. It's fantastic.
Yes, yeah, it is. It is a phenomenal event, and it's going to be a full production deal, right? We're going to be broadcasting, hopefully a practice, qualifying. I mean, there's going to be awards for all of that. Qualifying, whoever grabs pole for the race is going to get an award. Some monies with it as well. The race winner, a big purse going out. And look, you can't get any better. There's no other race like that on iRacing. So come on out, have some fun with us. Like Jay said, we're gonna be on display with all the paint schemes. So make sure you do your car up just right. Maybe a little bit of a throwback. Maybe something that's is a little close to your heart. It would be really, really fun to just talk with you guys before the race. Feel the anticipation and the drive to go out there and do something, win a race, the Nexus 499. It's going to be so much fun. So much fun. I'm so excited. All right, look, we've got a couple other avenues for you guys if you guys want to keep up with us and what we're doing across all platforms. We've got X, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Patreon. We've got some cool videos on there of Jay and I at Talladega. If you guys are interested in Jay and I looking like idiots in real life, just not on YouTube, you can. It's pretty funny. But look, we also got this really cool, thriving Discord channel. All of the world motorsports news goes into it on a daily basis. Look, it's not just us posting links either. You can post links. Anybody in the Discord can post links. It's really cool. If you want to keep updated on motorsports news throughout the world, you can. Just come on in, join us, and have some fun in there as well. All of the leagues that we broadcast is also linked in there, all their Discords, so you can join in on the actions, such as tonight. Look, I just really want to sit here and say thank you to everybody once again who came out here, liked, commented, and subscribed. It means so much to us in growing on YouTube. Just thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, this has been another great race here on the Dega Boys Broadcasting Network's 35 laps in the books. Matthew Wood up on top, going for the Triple Crown on Wednesday. Be there or be square. This has been another race with Thomas and Jay in the booth. We'll see y'all in the next one.
The best iRacers in the business.
It's the way to do it. We're in the 87 cars here at Talladega. As you see the 15 car grabbing the wall.
Wow.
He did it. He made it through that.
Wow.
Oh, we got contact. Oh my goodness. Oh, and he's upside down. Garrett Gusso is upside down. Mayhew's sliding.
They're not being able to stop the 7 car, losing it. He's into the grass on the tri-oval. He's going to get a penalty for that. He has no help, and this guy's got a rocket ship. Move aside, Kim Jong-un, the 46 crew can build a better rocket than you.
Your Nexus 499 champion is Garrett Gusso.
Garrett
He is the
Gusso.
winner of the 499. Garrett Gusso, you are immortal.